Not a lot of people have noticed this yet, but Zohran is laying down the groundwork already for a statewide push to tax the rich and pass his agenda. He made his first in-person endorsement for Diana Moreno this past weekend.
The fact that we have in Diana someone who will not just continue the legacy that I and so many here have built of a district that fights for every single person who calls it home, but frankly for someone who can take that work even further.
Diana is a democratic socialist, working mother, immigration experience, and labor organizing experience as well. She's running to replace Zohran in his local assembly seat. These local assembly seats are actually really important because they ultimately have the power to shape how we pass universal childcare statewide. And what you're going to see in the near future is a lot more of these seats being contested by organized democratic socialists and by progressives as well, who are all on board with Zohran's agenda. And just to backtrack a little bit, New York has a Congress of its own, its assembly, which are kind of like the congressional seats, and then also a New York State Senate. They're both Democratic controlled, and in the past, small motivated blocks of Democratic Socialist electeds, SIOs, Socialists in Office, alongside a coalition of progressive electeds have been able to move forward really critical legislation. Things like Build Public Renewables Act, which is landmark environmental legislation, which allows the state to build and operate renewable energy sources. Additionally, we've been able to raise taxes on the rich as well back in 2021. And a lot of it will come down to March and April, where there's the actual budget season where all these legislators are talking about how should we actually navigate this budget. This weekend though, Diana got the endorsement by Zohran.
I'm prepared to defend our immigrant neighbors, win universal no-cost childcare for our working families, and fight for the tenant protections and affordable housing that my family and our neighbors will need to call Queens home for generations to come.
There are 4 other people in the race, but Diana is the clear front runner. If you're an historian at LIC, be aware you live in Zohran's district and you'll be voting early, likely sometime in February, maybe as soon as February 3rd. Diana is tapping in to fill Zohran's seat and to fight for a better budget. She's a really incredible organizer, and we're gonna need a lot more people like Zohran, like Diana, in elected office so we can actually pass things like universal childcare, fast and free buses, and make sure this city is affordable for everybody.